So my name is Sumita Chakraborty and I grew up in West Bengal. Then I did my PhD from Bangalore in developmental neuroscience. And then I continued my work as a postdoc in UK and Israel in neuroscience. And I tried to solve many of my emotional problems with logic for a long time, with just the conscious understanding and intellectual capability. But once I discovered the power of hypnotherapy and I saw result on myself, I got so intrigued that I trained as a hypnotherapist, and now I am practicing as a clinical hypnotherapist and helping individuals to unblock the power of their subconscious mind.
So, Sumita, you mentioned about hypnotherapy. So, what is hypnotherapy and how does it help to heal folks?
Okay, so hypnosis is a natural state of mind. So there are certain brain frequencies that we operate from time to time. Like right now, as we are interacting, my conscious mind and my outward senses are active. So I am in a certain wave stage in the brain. We call it beta wave. So in hypnosis, we take the brain to a state called theta wave state. And this is the state of meditation, of dreamlike sleep, and we use just our breath and our eyes. So these two areas are both controlled by the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. So we use these two parts to induce this frequency in the brain that takes us to a state where we are more aware of our internal state. So now when we are connecting with our internal state, we are able to use a more like a better part of our mind to integrate, contemplate, and understand about ourselves. And then we reach the subconscious mind, which is like a very fertile soil. It's recording everything that's happening to us, around us. And it's also creating a program in our mind. It's like the software that's running our thoughts and beliefs and physiology and actions. So now this fertile soil, anything can come and start growing. So like that, like a program gets some bugs sometimes and it can disrupt the system. So we need to go find that bug. We need to go find that plant that's growing unintentionally. And now if you just cut it from up, then if the root is still there, it will start growing and growing. So let's say you want to get out of a negative thinking pattern and you do some conscious effort and you stop for a day, but again something triggers and it comes back. So in hypnosis, in this brain state, when you actually go to the roots, you can actually take that pattern out from the root, and then you plant a new seed and then you water it and then it starts growing. So it requires some practice, commitment, because the mind learns by repetition. And the mind likes what is familiar and dislikes what is unfamiliar. So while we are helping people, we go to their subconscious mind, we take out the root of the problem, and then we plant new seeds. And then people need to practice some short meditation, hypnosis meditation, for at least 21 days to make that new habit familiar to their mind.
Yeah, great. So, there's lot of our power in our subconscious mind. Great to hear that. So, Sumita, in naturopathy, we also uses affirmations for holistic health, and this sound very familiar to me about what you said about subconscious mind. So, do you also use affirmations? And if yes, if we want to use affirmations effectively, what should we do?
Yeah, yes. So, thoughts is like the seeds. And, as DNA has the coding, and then DNA produces that blueprint for our life, it's the same with the thoughts. So, thoughts create feeling, and the feeling changes our physiology. Like when you are stressed, your body produces certain types of chemicals. When you're happy, your body produces certain types of chemicals. When you are sad or upset or frustrated, you're changing the body's physiology. And that in long term creates diseases, or you can also heal yourself. Now, every healing is a subconscious healing because you're taking some medicine or you're doing some practice, but it's your subconscious mind which is running your physiology, is actually doing the actual work. So, when you start thinking good thoughts, then that thought will create a better feeling, and that better feeling will change the physiology, and thus it will change the actions you take, the things you focus on, the things you integrate in your life and mind, and then ultimately your life itself.
So, can we say that thoughts uh, can lead to better health? So, one has to target our thoughts to become healthy.
Definitely, definitely. For example, people who are suffering from cancer,
Mhm.
if you look at their past, the programming in their mind, there's a lot of self destructive thoughts. I'm not worth it, I'm not able to provide, I shouldn't exist. And this is a negative thought pattern happening in their subconscious mind for a long, long time. With autoimmune diseases, there's a lot of internal battle, a lot of problem with accepting how they are, and a lot of thought processes where they're constantly at war with themselves. People who are dealing with weight issues, let's say, that if they're trying to lose that weight, the mind doesn't want to lose, and there was some secondary gain having that weight. So let's say people who had been bullied in the past, and they were smaller, and a bigger kid was safe, so the mind registered that being bigger is being safe, and that is running at the back of your mind. And you might be spending a lot of money in diets or going to the gym, but then it gives up because the mind will resist to lose that weight. But once you know where it came from, and then once you train your mind to feel safe without that weight, then weight loss is becomes very easy. So that's how you can change the thought in the subconscious mind, and thus change your habit. Now, it's very important to feel the feeling also, because you can read something, like you can write an affirmation and read it, but internally you don't feel like that. Let's say you want to have an amazing partner, and you write, I want to have a partner. But about a partnership, all your beliefs are very negative. So then that partner will never come to your life. Or let's say you want to have a job, but doing that job brings a lot of anxiety in you, a lot of negative feeling about that job. So then that becomes contradiction, and the mind cannot hold conflicting thoughts. So when you are affirming something, you also should be very particular about feeling the feelings, how good it feels to have the partner, what partnerships is like, or having a job, how is it going to that job day to day, how is it doing those work, how does it feel, and you must feel good, and then only your subconscious mind will help you to attain that.
So, Sumita, so far, so how long you have been practicing hypnotherapy,
For 2 years now.
and how many patients you have recommended hypnotherapy and they have come out successfully?
So the success rate is almost 100%, but we need three things from the patients.
Hmm.
First is their commitment. They
Hmm.
should be really wanting to change. And then collaboration, because it's a joint effort. I'm showing them the path, but they have to walk the path themselves. They have to do the meditation, and they need to work with their mind and body themselves. And I'm guiding them what to do. And communication, because healing is a non-linear journey, it's different for everyone. And the minimum program that I offer is for a month, and we meet every week, but we also communicate through WhatsApp or phone calls. So if there are hindrances, there are resistance, then it's very important to communicate, because there are ways to come out of it. So when somebody is fully committed, they're collaborative, and they're communicating their journey, then their healing is much, much faster and long lasting.
If one has to approach you, what's the best way of uh, having at this treatment?
So you can visit my website. It's called Center for Hypnosis Practice and Research, chpr.org.in. And there is a link to book a free discovery call with me to understand if we are a good fit and if I can help you with your problems. And then we start the program.
Any last thoughts for the viewers?
Yes. So over the past few decades, we have given a lot of importance in our conscious intellect. This is very nice, but it's like a sharp knife. And if you can't hold it tight, then that knife can create a lot of damage. So, that holding power comes from your subconscious mind. So, when you tap into the subconscious intelligence, which is like 95% of our functional intelligence, then you can discover the strength of your mind even more. So, use your mind completely, the conscious and the subconscious, and that will make your life much, much better.
Thank you, Sumita, for your time. I'm sure this is very enlightening for many of us, and we can use positive thoughts for our healing. Thank you.